If you're looking for the best braided fishing lines, here's a list you must see. We made this list based on our personal preference and sorted it based on their features, prices, quality, durability, and reputation of the manufacturers and customer feedback. Also, we've included options for every type of customer. So let's get started. At the first position of our list, we have Power Pro Spectra Braided Fishing Line. This Power Pro braided line is the most popular line and sets a quality standard for other braided lines on the market. It is made with Honeywell Spectra, which is treated with enhanced body technology. This makes the line round and smooth. Power Pro braid works well on spinning reels and trolling reels. There are many good color options. A braided line is typically more visible to fish than a monofilament line. However, selecting the right color line can provide some line concealment and camouflage. A white braided line is typically the least visible underwater for clear water on bright days and when fishing near the surface. Moss green is best for low light, stained water, and thick vegetation. Yellow is the most visible above the water and average underwater. Historically, I use moss green braided line the most, but I'm starting to like white braided line the best. Moving on to the next at number 2 with Power Pro SS V2 Super Slick Braided Line. Power Pro Super 8 Slick V2 is made with 100% Spectra fibers. It is constructed with the enhanced body technology process. This is an 8-strand braid compared to the 4-strand of traditional Power Pro. The diameter, strength, and price are similar to standard Power Pro. This line has different color options and is very smooth when casting. This 8-and braided line also offers more abrasion resistance. A braided line will get frayed when it rubs against a fish's mouth or rough surface before breaking. Just like monofilament, if the line near the lure is damaged, it should be removed. This line can be spooled directly from the box. Under normal fishing conditions, this line should last several seasons. The number 3 position is held by Berkley X9 Braid Tresse Fishing Line. Berkley X9 Braid Tresse is made with 100% polyethylene fibers. The fibers are woven into 9 strands, which is more than most other lines available. This is also one of the thinnest braided lines when comparing line diameters at given strengths. This line is great for far casting even with lightweight lures. The P fibers are what is typically used in a braided fishing line. What is unique is that 8 strands are woven into additional P fiber core to make 9 strands in total. This allows for maximum strength and abrasion resistance. Next at number 4 we have Power Pro Depth Hunter Braided Line Meter. Power Pro Depth Hunter is a metered fishing line. There are 4 colors: blue, yellow, green, and orange. The line changes color every 25 feet. This means that if all 4 colors are used, the line is 100 feet deep. A metered line can be very helpful when jigging and deep dropping. Most reels do not have line counters, so estimating line depth can be difficult without a metered line. The line also has a black mark every 5 feet to estimate distances between color changes. This line is very similar in price and performance to the J-Braid metered line. This Power Pro Depth Hunter is made in the USA with 100% Spectra. If you have never used a metered line, you might be surprised how often it comes in handy. When trolling, the metered line allows the lines to be set the same distance back. This is nice for surface lures and diving plugs. This line also works great for deep dropping with electric fishing reels. The number 5 position is held by Daiwa J-Braid 8-strand braided line. Daiwa J-Braid is 8-strand polyethylene braided line. This line is popular for deep drop electric reels. It is a tightly woven fiber that results in line diameter similar to that of standard Power Pro. This line can also be used on bait casting and spinning reels. The multicolored line is good for deep dropping since it is metered and changes color every 10 meters. In the specification of this line type, the spool line capacity has been converted into yards to allow for comparison to the imperial units of other line types. The number 6 position is dominated by Spider Wire Dur 4 Braid Fishing Line. Spider Wire Dur 4 is made of 4-strand braided lines made with Dur fibers. The outside of the line has a slick coating to make the line low friction for far casting. It has a line diameter slightly larger than the standard Power Pro. Like all braided lines, this line has a diameter much smaller than monofilament lines. It is also sensitive with very little line stretch. With spool capacities up to 3,000 yards, this can be used for high-capacity conventional fishing reels. A braided line is good for deep dropping applications because the thin line diameter is not as affected by currents. This means that less weight is needed to keep baits near the bottom. This line is good for freshwater or saltwater applications. One bass fishing braided line is used when jigging to help cut through the weeds. Also, a 20-pound test setup is typically strong enough to break lily pads off if the line gets snagged on them. When fishing light monofilament line, it can be difficult to fish in thick cover. Moving on to the next at number 7 with Spider Wire Stealth Braid Fishing Line. Spider Wire Stealth is made from Daiwa P microfibers. The stealth part of this line comes from fluoro-coated microfibers. Daiwa is a very strong fiber. This line is smooth, round, and quiet, which makes it great for casting. The line comes in unique color patterns including a translucent braid. This line has very little stretch and is very sensitive. If you fish without a leader, the colors of this line can be less visible depending on the fishing conditions. If you use a long leader, just get the color braid that you think has the best appearance. The number 8 position is held by Berkley Fireline Braided Fishing Line. Berkley Fireline is made from microfused Daiwa P fibers. Smoke Fireline was the original Berkley Fireline color. Now Berkley offers this line in other colors than the X5 and X9 braided line types. This line is offered in a multi-color metered line with 5 10-foot alternating color sections. The different colors allow line depth to be estimated when dropping baits deep. There is also a smoke flame green tracer that has alternating colors in 5-foot sections. This braided line has a larger diameter compared to other braided lines on the market. Next at number 9 we have Sufix Ice Braid Fishing Line. Sufix Ice Braid is designed for ice fishing in cold weather. The line is made with 8 strand fibers, 7 of which are Daiwa and 1 is Gore Performance fiber. This line is hydrophobic, which means that it repels water. This is good because the line is less likely to freeze. The line has dense fibers with 32 weaves per inch. Most people know Gore fibers from Gore-Tex boots, which are made from waterproof fibers. In a fishing line, these fibers also offer fray and abrasion resistance. This line is expensive per foot but comes in 50-yard spools since small reels are typically used for ice fishing. The 3 colors are Ghost White line, Camo, which is a light blue line, and Neon line, which is a bright yellow high visibility line. Flower Caboin is also a good line to use when ice fishing as it sinks, which helps get light baits deep in the water. Finally, the number 10 position is dominated by Kastking Braided Fishing Line. Kastking Superpower Braided Line is popular because of its low price point. The line has a thin line diameter compared to other braided lines on the market. Kastking Pro is a different braided fishing line that is made in the USA. This Kastking Superpower line is made in China. Kastking Superpower is a polyethylene braid fiber. The line is made into 4 strands. This is an affordable line that works in both saltwater and freshwater. That's all for today. We upload fishing product review videos every single day. So, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon for the upcoming video notification.